Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Big T Anderson, and this is Spares by Kalajorn. Kalajorn? Tell me if I mispronounce that. Anyway, if you're new here are the rules. In the links down below is the writer's page as well as the story page. If you like the writer's work, go and read more. If you like the story itself, leave a good review. I do this just so I can get fanfiction a little bit more good credibility out there. Hopefully you enjoy this reading. This is from the Gravity Falls fandom, and this is called Spares. Let us begin. Loser! The word really shouldn't get to him anymore. Dipper slouched a little lower in his chair and took a sip of his cola. He had been trying to get to know some of the boys his age in town. He and Mabel had friends back home, of course, but no one who completely clicked with them. He had assumed that since Mabel had managed to find such great friends here that maybe, just maybe, there could be someone like that for him. He was wrong. Dipper heaved a sigh again and crushed his can. He eyed the trash can across the room. After a moment he took aim and tossed it. He missed, of course.
Wow, that was a bum throw. You throw like my grandma.
Stan's voice startled him a little. Dipper looked at the man standing to his left. Grunkle Stan was wearing his old stained white undershirt and shorts. He had a newspaper tucked under his arm and a cup of coffee in his hand. Dipper stared at him for a moment before looking away. He didn't feel like dealing with his uncle's jokes right now. He was tired of being the butt of everything.
Hey, you okay, kid?
Dipper glanced up at him for a moment and noted that the stupid grin he'd been wearing had disappeared. Was that concern? No, couldn't be. Dipper looked away again. Yeah, I'm great. There was a screech as Grunkle Stan pulled out the chair beside him.
No, you're not. What's eating you?
Dipper looked at him in surprise. He had the newspaper in front of his face, upside down. He actually wanted to know, Dipper realized, after a moment of shock at the realization. Dipper told him what happened. I guess I'm just sick of being the spare, you know? Stan folded up the newspaper, took his glasses off, and rubbed his eyes.
Kid, I know the feeling.
What? Dipper was starting to really feel out of his depth. Stan slid his glasses back on and looked at Dipper with a sincere expression on his face.
When I was your age, I was the spare too. It was really hard for me to make friends outside of family.
He paused and gave a harsh little laugh.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure I was the spare to my dad too.
Dipper stared at him mutely.
I was going somewhere with this. Oh yeah, I guess the point I'm trying to make is that sometimes you just have to wait. I may have been a loser and spare my whole life, but let me tell you something. You kids have really made me a lot happier than I've been in who knows how long. You mean the world to me. Sue's too, but don't tell him I said that. That man's sappy enough as it is.
Stan elbowed Dipper in the side when he said that, earning a little laugh out of him.
So don't let those jerks get you down. There are people who care about you, and we can always be losers together. Who cares what those buttheads think?
Wow. Thanks, Grunkle Stan. Dipper said with a small smile. He really hadn't been expecting that from Stan of all people. Grunkle Stan cleared his throat, rubbing his arm awkwardly.
Yeah.
Suddenly he grinned and leaned close to Dipper.
If those jerks ever mess with you again, you can always throw their bikes off a cliff.
Grunkle Stan, he said in a scandalized tone and shoved him away, but he couldn't help laughing anyway. Stan grinned back at him before going back to his newspaper. And that was it. Spares. Grunkle Stan's voice kind of was a bit rough on my vocal cords. The itchy feet. Everything itchy. The itches. Anyway, if you enjoyed the story, you know what to do. If you like my stuff, you know what to do. You guys know what to do. It's the internet. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Have fun. Toodles.